Well, hello, my gig workers and my shoppers. My name is Sarah, and this is Sarah the Shopper channel. It used to be a lot of different other names, but yeah, we landed on that. So, this is my chameleon, dark and handsome black coffee. And that is part of my morning routine that just gets me going and caffeinated. Sometimes caffeinated is a good thing. I don't have anything to eat or drink except black coffee or water the entire time that I work my 8 hour shopping shift. I start at 6 in the morning and I go till 2 in the afternoon. And I do that 5 days a week. And sometimes I do an overtime something or other. But it's great. I love it. And even though my back lets me know that I've done it at 71, I still think the benefits weigh out the sore back every now and then. That's why I take a rapid action Tylenol, and it helps. I also have um, this little hand warmer. It's really kind of cute. Looks like an old flip phone or something. And sometimes I stick that in my back, like under my jeans, and it just kind of keeps my back warm as I continue to do it. Or salon pass, just passing along these things if you're an older person and you're doing shopping and gig work and getting in and out of the car and everything else. And at the end of the day, you say, wow, here I am, older than I ever thought I'd be, doing something like this that requires so much physical work. But that's what we do. And I love the social part of the shopping too, getting to know people in the store. And it just, it just adds new layers to, like I said to my big boss one time, I spend more time, dealing with, not dealing with, but working with him and other people than I do, with my husband. Because when I come home, we eat, we watch some TV, you know, after all the years, it's like, you don't, well, we're not out painting the town red or whatever that old saying was. But anyway, back to shopping. I have no regrets for taking the W-2 job. Um, the benefits are okay. The holidays I get paid for and things like that. And I do appreciate that. And I never thought I'd be back at a full-time W-2 job. I thought the gig world was the way I was going to go out. But no, it ended up not being that way. And when I saw the writing on the wall with the Instacart, just either oversaturated, I don't know where, like many people in this gig world think that the new drivers for all the apps, the Instacart, the Shipt, the DoorDash, the Uber Eats, that if you're new, you get these plum jobs and these plum promotions, and the rest of us old seniors, throw us out with the trash people, would just get these garbage batches. And that's all I see when I go on there. If I could do point pickup for forever, in eternity, I would. I think that is a great gig. And sometimes I see these unbelievable, point pickup $30 things, and it's like, nobody's picked it up. And if I could work all those hours, and I did talk to somebody that works for point pickup, she's a nice gal, and she said she sometimes makes $200 a day. And I said, that's great. And she says, yeah, I do it, but it takes 12 hours to do it. And it's like, not sure the math works out that great with that. Let me see. So it ends up 1666 per hour. And yeah, well, I mean, it's great. And if you've got the write-offs, you can keep most of that because you've got your huge amount of, auto expenses and everything else. But anyway, back to being the shopper, the part of it. And sometimes, somebody sent me a comment about negativity of the gig world and or the shopping world and batches and all of that sort of stuff, and how, when we bring a rotten attitude into our job, it might be a rotten day. I know. Who Who thought that, right? Oh, I've got a shitty attitude about working, people, gas, lousy batches, you know, not so hot conditions, and my bad mood is going to be transferred into shopping for somebody that's like, oh no, not this order again. They're ordering this stupid stuff that's never in stock. Ugh. Well, when you bring that attitude to your game, guess what you're going to get? Do you think you're going to get a unicorn tip or praise or, I spoke, I left you a great message and I just want to tell the world and I'm going to give you a $20 tip and cash tip and an envelope when you get here? No, it spills over. And so this is when I call it the No Matter What Club. NMWC, No Matter What Club. And some of you may know me from my keto food program. I have another YouTube channel, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. And the pearls is because my last name is Pearl. And that's how, the pearls end up here too, Pearls of Wisdom. And so also being 71 and working in customer service jobs for decades, you're going to grow or go, right? And some of us go with our first initiation into a McDonald's job at age 16 and say, that's it for me. And you go on to, graduate with an MBA in accounting and you make, $300,000 a year. And you have assistants and staff and your name on the the sign. Good for you. But a lot of us just do this sort of customer service work, especially for me growing up here, it was always about dealing with people. It was one-on-one. I had a house cleaning business. I had a newspaper route. What else did I do? Shopping and cleaning and the newspaper route. I had odd jobs where I had this part-time gig. It was kind of fun. I went to all the car lots all over Hyannis and I was reading all the used car sign things about how much something was, the mileage and everything else. And I'm pretty sure that all that data was compiled for like Kelley Blue Book or something like that for why prices were what they were when you looked up the value of your car and you put in your zip code for like Carvana or Kelley Blue Book to see what the value is. And that was a fun gig job. I was paid by the car, by the vehicle. And so, and I had a babysitting business when I started at 9 years old babysitting, and I had quite the roster of people. I was always busy. I could work as much as I wanted. And, I made good pay for, being a little snot-nosed kid and who spent it all on candy. If you're my dentist, you know that. And so I guess gig work and customer service work are in my blood. And so I am a charter member to the No Matter What Club. And that's what I have to bring to the game. It's the same way with eating. It's part of the No Matter What Club. Sure, I want, to have a Coca-Cola or a Canada Dry Ginger Ale or 2 or 3 with all the sugar. And I want to have something with it like a bag of Doritos. But I belong to the No Matter What Club, so I can't. Just like I can't wake up with a shitty attitude and go into work and think that I'm going to make friends and cultivate good customer service with customers who are ornery. I often say I give as I get, but I can't. I can't say that. You can't give back to an ornery customer what they're giving to you. Some people just can't be satisfied. And some people are so good at fraud that you can get sucked in and spit out and see that they're refunded all their money because their game is that good. And even being a fraud, you have to be a member of the No Matter What Club. Otherwise, my gosh, you might have to pay for something in life, if you can't just pull the fraud game everywhere you go, right? I've seen it, heard of it with people with repair bills for their car, all that kind of stuff. People can just, it's just sometimes not a nice world that way. So, being a member of the No Matter What Club, I want to give that 5-star service and that 5-star customer service And that 5-star responding to customer, no matter what, even if they're as ugly as they can be. And I don't know about you, but if I've ever let my snarky out, my one of the people that I work for, he calls me Wendy. My snark is named Wendy the Witch. And I have to keep that at bay. And I know after one, I'm tired. I admit it. I mean, I'm not, a powerhouse of energy after 7 hours. So that 1 to 2, I need to really remember that I'm a member of the No Matter What Club. And just because somebody put an order for 63 items at 1:30 and I'm the only one working, that I have to have my A game. I still have to have my No Matter What Club membership all shiny and bright. And so when we wake up in the morning, and we get ready to do our day, if you're really in a place with a real shitty attitude and you just don't want to do it, don't. Don't muddy your water. I know that you want to do better. Sometimes we're just bone tired and weary. Maybe just spend the day being a couch potato and loll about and watch YouTube videos and just see what people with their A game do for other people and how they respond to customers and what customer service is all about. Is it fun to be a grown up and, take the high road? Of course it is at times. There's times I want to be that petulant, pouty little Miss Pearl and just like unload on somebody the entire week's worth of bad customers on that one person, right? I've held this in for so long, but you can't, right? So sometimes, I admit I'm not a member of the No Matter What Club with food. Sometimes I eat at those customers. I eat at the rough day. I eat at the fraud. I eat at the liars. I eat at the, lack of inventory. And then I get, how we get blamed. It is our fault, right? The supply chain's your fault, right? So, suck it up, Fluffy, is what somebody says that I know very well. And we'll just go along to get along, and we'll still practice being a member of the No Matter What Club. At the end of the day, you'll be happier that you were nicer than if you treated somebody shabbily and then you've got that like on your demerit list, right? You want to wake up and know that you did the best, or go to bed that night knowing that you did the best you could with things that were offered to you and thrown at you and given to you and tested you with, right? So it's not easy being a gig worker. It's not easy dealing with customer service. Do the best you can because you want to. You want to be that person. You want to bring to the party the 5-star and the No Matter What Club membership. It works even on those days when you really have to fight hard to bring it up. This has been Sarah the Shopper, and I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you here the next time. Bye-bye for now.